This session, we are focusing on internally rotating the hip. Now, when we run, it's all forwards, backwards motion with the hip. And in order for any joint to remain healthy, it needs to be able to move through its fullest range of movement. It's important for the joint health, but it's also important for all the muscles and tissue that attach to it. So for this session, we're going to work on internally rotating the hip, because when it comes to movement, it's use it or lose it. So outside of running, we want to make sure we're getting in that internal and external rotation of the hip. So come around onto all fours when you are ready. We're going to use cushions today because we're going to be on one knee for quite a long time, or a relatively long time. And we're going to grab the cushions and we're going to place them under our right knee. So cushion your right knee. And then nice strong connection with the floor. We're going to pick up the left leg, keeping the knee bent. We're going to cross it over behind that right leg. So it goes over to that right side. And then we're going to use that leg to guide us back and towards that right corner of the body. And then we're going to come forwards again. So we're going to use that left leg, guide us back and to the right, and then come forwards again. So just starting to feel that stretch around the outside of the right hip. And obviously because we're stretching, we want to stay super calm and relaxed through the body. So big breaths in through the nose and nice and slow out through the mouth. You're going to start to see if you can guide yourself back a little bit further each time you go. So a little bit deeper stretch, a little bit further into that hip rotation, because the right hip we're working on to start. You'll feel that left hip start to drop towards the floor, which is perfect because that creates a little bit more internal rotation on that right side. Good, we're going to go for 3 more. All the way over and then back. Let's say go as deep into that as you can. Release, and again. Keeping the breath really relaxed. Keep it moving. And then come back. We're going to now relax that left leg to the floor, keeping as much weight as possible in this right leg. So really push down through that right leg. And then just drop onto your forearms. Now, if you get any kind of pinching or pain, then obviously just come back to a box position. But if you're comfortable in, and I say comfortable, you know, you can feel the stretch in that right hip. But if you're okay to remain on your forearms, just take a moment, make sure you haven't sunk your bottom back here. We've got the weight over this right knee, pushing it into the floor, pushing the weight into that right side. And just think about dropping your left hip down towards the floor as much as you can encourage it to do so. And like I say, if you're really tight in this internal rotation, if you haven't had an opportunity to move this way, it might feel like it's really resistant. So just do your best. Big breaths. Now, if you can already feel that stretch and you want to stay there, that's fine. But if you want to increase it, just reach the left arm away. So it just again encourages the left side of the body to drop to the floor, pushing more weight into that right knee. Keep the weight down through that right leg. We're going to do 3 big breaths here. Reach that left hand away if you can. Big breath in. Nice slow breath out. And again, reach that left arm away. Keep the weight down through that right leg. Exhale nice and slow. One more time. Big breath in. See if you can drop that left hip a little bit more towards the floor. Reach that left arm away. Exhale nice and slow. Lovely. One more big breath. Nice work. Slide that left hand in. Keep your legs crossed. You're going to again use that left leg to guide you over and to the right. So just drop the weight back and down. So now we're into more of like a pigeon, a modified pigeon stretch. So take that left leg as far as you can away from you. And then just make sure now that the knobbly bits, the front of your hip bones, so imagine your headlights are on them, try and keep them as level as possible. You don't want to sink over to the right too much or over to the left too much. Keep them as level as you can now. And reach down, press down even through the hands and lift the chest a little bit more. So pushing again as much weight as possible, as much weight as you can tolerate down into that right hip for that stretch. And again, just a couple of big breaths here. Try and relax. So you're relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders. I mean, as much as you can relax them because you're still pushing through the floor, but you know what I mean. No tension through the jaw and shoulders. Good, big breath in, nice slow breath out. One more time, big breath in. Good, slow breath out. Lovely. Tuck toes, tuck the left toes even, and walk yourself back in. Take the leg back behind you, and then you can just do a little tail wag. Feel the difference from side to side. Does it feel more open in that right hip? Hopefully even just a little bit. And then we're going to cushion the left knee, because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So cushion the left knee, pick up your right leg, keeping the leg bent, and then just using it over to that left side to guide you into that left corner of the body, and then back again. Remember, nice big breaths, because it might feel tighter or maybe not on one side than the other, but just keep the breaths flowing so you're not carrying any tension in the body. In and out we go. Like I say, use that leg to guide you over to that left side. Let's see if we can make it a bit deeper. So reaching a bit further. Good. And again, reach a bit further again. A little bit deeper into that stretch. So feeling around the outside of the left hip now. And this internal rotation is so important for so much movement through the hip and joint. Not just when we run, but when we do our strength work as well. So things like deadlifts, anything where you're hinging the hip, that ability to open up through the back of your hip comes from being able to internally rotate. So when you are ready, let's settle. We're going to relax that right leg down to the floor. Remember, we want a nice heavy amount of weight through that left side. So pushing the left knee into the floor. We've got our bottom over the knee. And we're just going to take the chest towards the floor. So onto the elbows if you can. But remember, any pinching, come back to a box. Again, just check you've got a nice heavy weight down through that left side. And just start to bring the right hip, as much as you can tolerate, as much as you can manage, down towards the floor. So right hip drops down, weight pushing down through that left leg. And you can either stay here or you can reach that right arm away. I'll move too close to the wall. There we go. Reach the right arm away. Keep the pressure down through that left side, pushing the knee into the floor. Big breath in, nice slow breath out. And again, big breath in. Nice slow breath out. Like I say, make sure your weight hasn't sunk back. Keep it over that left knee, pressing it into the floor. One more big breath in. Slow breath out. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, feeling that lovely stretch in the back of that left hip. Good. Lovely. Walk the hands gently back in underneath you. Use that right leg to guide you off to that left side into that modified pigeon position. So again, just check your headlights on your hip bones are roughly level, and then push down through the hands. Get the weight as much as you can down through that left side for that stretch. Big breath in, nice slow breath out. And again, big breath in, reach that right leg away as much as you can, so we've got as much stretch as possible, as we can tolerate even, through this left side. If you don't want it so tight with this stretch that you're kind of shaking and it's kind of really uncomfortable to hold, you want to be able to feel it, but be able to relax into it, so you get the nervous system to just let go and allow that stretch to occur. So if you're feeling like it's too tight, just come back in a little bit. Last time, big breath in. Slowly release. Brilliant. Nicely done. We're going to tuck the right toes. We're going to walk that back in. bring the leg underneath, give your tail a little wag, and we are done. Hopefully feeling nice and free in the hips.